On June 15th, 2008, a bizarre post would appear on 4Chan's B, also known as its random board. The post author attached an image and challenged users to solve the code concealed in the picture. Unbeknownst to the users at the time, this post would be the beginning of one of the most mysterious scavenger hunts of all time, leading anonymous users to sketchy areas in real life to retrieve strange packages with puzzles that the 4Chan community would be determined to solve. This is the story of Project 905, also known as the Basin Hills Project. It all began with an anonymous poster that went by the alias of Oversight, who would say this:
"No doubt you found yourself alone on a weekend. We've all felt it, striving to do something with yourself, and definitely knowing what to do. Of course, it's for some reason or another that you can't go out and live life, breaking the umbilical bond with your computer monitor. You don't have friends. That's why you spend your days here. What if I presented you with a challenge? Not only a challenge, but salvation at the end. A chance to leave your house, to jump headfirst into something you don't fully understand. The first and last time you'll ever endeavor into the unknown. And at the end of this, you'll find exactly what you've been looking for all along. Your life will flow with the same ease as do the lives of all those who you envy. This seems nonsensical, impossible perhaps, and nothing I say here will change that. The only way for you to prove me wrong is to find what lies at the end. B. I present you with Basin Hills, a gentleman's challenge. Should you come to solve it, everything I've promised will be yours. Your first step is attached. Everything you need to know is here. Good luck, and I hope you filled your tank."
Oversight also posted a picture alongside the post, which consisted of a seemingly abandoned building out in the woods, with some text near the bottom. At first, users on 4Chan thought this was a troll. They didn't think there was anything more behind what the anonymous user said. However, things quickly began to get interesting. When one user opened up the file in a text editor, there was a secret message hidden within the title of the image. It read,
"Oh, do mind the contrast. The desired few mingle with the many."
After finding this, some users on 4Chan believed this post could have been just a bit more than some random troll. Actual effort was put into the message. Because of this, 4Chan began looking deeper into the file that was provided. They found the same clue in the subject and comments field, and the author was listed as someone called Icon. Shortly after, one user decided to alter the contrast to the image to see if they could find anything interesting. Miraculously, they were able to reveal some coordinates that were hidden in the skyline. Putting the coordinates into a GPS tracker will give us a location that leads to a specific point of what seems to be a building off a small highway off the coast of Miami, Florida, which also seems to be the same building in the picture provided. But that's not the only thing users were able to find hidden in the image. They were also able to find what seems to be AUG equals 1 in the lettering at the bottom. One user would eventually figure it out. AUG 1 would have to mean one thing: August 1st, which was coming up within the next month or two. Users on 4Chan now had a time and a date. All they had to do now was show up there to see what would happen. But quickly after, Oversight released another post, which said,
"A package awaits at the cradle."
Unfortunately, at this point, everything would seem to stop. No one who lived in the area wanted to go out and venture to the coordinates to find the package. And who blames them? This is 4Chan we are talking about here. Whoever decides to go out and find the package could be walking into a death trap, or they easily could get kidnapped, or even worse, killed. Everything about Project 905 would slowly die down, until it was silent for months, and all remnants of the puzzle would fade into obscurity, until one small thing would happen that would bring the project back into the spotlight. Oversight decided to post again, and this is what he said.
"The package is still there. Anonymous. I'm disappointed in you. They're going to demolish it soon. Oh, and before ED goes down forever, we have a website, project905.com.
Users on 4Chan were immediately captivated. Some remembered the puzzle months ago, while others began to get caught up on the mystery. Early versions of the website are lost in time, but from user accounts, the website supposedly contained the original image, along with the coordinates. But hidden on the site is a URL pointing to a detailed map, which leads to the package. And within the source code of the page, another user found a secret message.
You'll know when to contact me. Oversight at project905.com.
4chan knew that at this point, there was only one thing left to do. They had to convince one of the brave users in the area to go out and retrieve the package. One user in particular knew that if he didn't do it, then it's likely 4chan would never fully know the secrets behind Project 905, so he did the unthinkable and went out to retrieve the package. On August 15th, 2008, about 3 months after the initial thread, another post on 4chan surfaced. This would reveal that an anonymous user who goes by the alias of Tom had gone to the coordinates and recovered the package. He did so alone, unarmed, and without notifying anyone beforehand. This is what he said in his post.
Good news and bad news. Bad news. Apparently, some anonymous users thought it would be funny to call in a bomb threat on the package. As I speak, the Monroe County Bomb Squad is in the process of destroying package number 1. There are at least a dozen police cruisers and 2 bomb squad trucks in front of an alternate entrance to the location. Of course, once they finish their controlled demolition, all they'll find is a lone CD and a note from Oversight. The good news, I got the package. I headed out earlier today around 8 a.m., and after braving the bugs, which were terrible, I found the building specified. If I were in a hurry, I wouldn't have noticed it. Just a small black box placed under some sort of metal apparatus. Pick attached is the package. Inside the box was a plastic bag containing 2 identical blank CDs and a note from Oversight congratulating me on finding the package. I took one of the CDs, put the note back in the bag, closed the box, and booked it. The place seems to be under demolition, so there were work crews around, and I didn't want to get caught. As I got into my car, I saw the first of several police cruisers blow past me, with sirens blaring toward the alternate entrance, which I assumed was used for the demo crew. I went to get something to eat, and on my drive back past, I saw all the cop cars and bomb squad. So upon arriving home, I debated on whether to actually put the CD in my computer. I thought for sure it would be a rickroll or a virus that would make my computer catch on fire. It was a video, a strange video with numbers and shit. I don't know what to make of it, but maybe you guys can do it. I will post the YouTube link in a few minutes as soon as it's done processing.
The video contained a long series of flashing math problems, many of which are mathematically incorrect. The video also contained a hidden picture, which was placed at one frame at the beginning of the video. So 4chan did what they do best and began working on figuring out what all of this meant. It wouldn't be long until one user found that when you subtract the correct answer from the one given, we are left with a string of numbers, or 25.3611 and -80.5585 to be exact. The user plugged those numbers into a GPS tracker, leading us to a new location, an abandoned building complex southwest of Homestead, Florida. Looks like we have our new location. News quickly spread that Package 1 had been retrieved, and the Project 905 website was swiftly changed. The site appeared to be blank at first, but upon highlighting the page, the message, "It's in the math," was displayed. The title of the page was also changed to, "Hope you don't mind getting wet." It quickly became clear that the picture that was flashed on one frame of the CD contained the next package, and the location of the picture was the coordinates retrieved from the math problems. Unfortunately, for the users that lived near that location, one of them was going to have to venture into the mysterious water to find the next clue. And who knows what could be lurking down there. Oversight could have done something to booby-trap it, or he could have even poisoned the water. But one thing was for sure, whoever would have to retrieve the next clue would have to be truly brave. An anonymous user by the name of Madpill posted in the thread that one of his friends, named November, lived nearby, and according to November, there was no news of a bomb threat called into that location, as Tom originally explained in his post. Because of this, Madpill claimed that Tom's find was suspicious and argued that his story wasn't adding up. So Madpill stated that his friend November would go check the location to investigate, and he would do so as the thread was still up. So November drove to the location, and what he found was extremely interesting. He took a look around to see if the other CD was still there, or if there was any evidence of anything. He reported to Madpill that the area looked burnt. Although it was unclear if a bomb squad came in there, it was clear that there was some sort of demolition going on, just as Oversight initially warned about. After November looked around the site, nothing was found. Unfortunately, there was no trace of the other CD that was supposedly left behind. He then took pictures of the area and posted all of them to Photobucket for users on 4chan to check out. Later, in the same thread, something absolutely bone-chilling would happen that would change the narrative of Project 905 forever. 3 photos would be posted, and it was clear that Oversight was the one that uploaded them. He uploaded 2 pictures containing November walking to the location, along with a snapshot of November's car. This meant that Oversight was there the whole time, lurking in the shadows, while he watched November walk to the site. Interestingly enough, users thought this was reminiscent of the Saw movies, whereas the killer would watch his victims struggle from afar as they complete their deadly tasks. Users in the thread were freaked out, especially November. Maybe it was a bad idea to announce on 4chan that he was going to investigate. Good thing he decided to go in the middle of the day, instead of at night. It's possible Oversight would have acted differently if that was the case. Either way, now things were getting real, and members on 4chan were more determined than ever to solve the rest of the puzzle, to figure out what Project 905 was really about. At this point, there was only one thing left to do. Someone had to venture into the water to recover the package. After about 24 hours of speculation, someone finally decided to go out to get the package, and soon after, a thread would pop up on 4chan's X board, discussing what had happened. The post is extremely long and detailed, so I'll summarize the main parts of what happened. Medpill and November met up in the morning of August 16th, and they brought their female friend with them, who they refer to as Feminine. It was a long drive for them, but even longer drive for the people they decided to meet up with. 2 other anonymous users from North Florida drove 9 hours to participate in finding the next clue. Their online aliases are Denovis and Surgical Strike. All of these brave 4chan users are around the ages of late teens to early 20s. They set up headquarters in a nearby hotel so they could easily maneuver to and from the new location, which Madpill calls the Complex. He also describes it as massive. When they got there, 3 of them went to the Complex: Madpill, November, and Surgical Strike. Denovis and Feminine stayed in their cars to keep on the lookout. Although, after sitting in the car for a bit, they noticed something strange in the bushes across the street. But before they could investigate, they saw a strange-looking man jump out and run to his dark blue Honda CR-V. The man sped away as fast as possible, and Denovis and Feminine knew it had to be Oversight. So they did the unthinkable and drove after him. Oversight was not messing around though. It was clear that he had no intention of getting caught, so he went as fast as humanly possible. But Denovis was a good driver, and they were right on his tail. This quickly turned into a high-speed chase, with Oversight even reaching up to 130 miles per hour on the expressway. Unfortunately, Denovis wasn't able to keep up, so in the end, Oversight was able to narrowly escape. However, Feminine was able to get a glance at him, and she was able to reveal some vague new details about this mysterious man. He is white with short dark hair. Meanwhile, the other 3 Anons were having no luck finding anything, and they were forced to take the other car to the store to purchase a better flashlight. They did so and headed back, arriving later that night. They knew from the picture that there was only one place the note could be located, a flooded part of the building, so they headed to the basement. After shining their flashlights around, it was clear that they were in the right place. All they had to do now was brave the cold water, and one of them decided to take a large leap to do it, so they jumped in. After searching around in the water for a bit, they were able to discover package number 2, so they rushed back to the hotel room to celebrate, to see what it contained. When they opened up the capsule, there was a message that read,
Base Road on Tamiami Trail. Take first right. Take second right. Look for the flag. Package number 3 in the woods. Behind the flag.
This clue appeared straightforward, but Madpill and company said they are not sure if they are up for the next challenge. He says there is a possibility that some subset of the group will go, or perhaps an entirely new group will venture to see what awaits for the next package. But it was clear on 4chan that whoever goes to find it should be wary of the mysterious Oversight. Was he a good guy, but just a bit strange? Or did he have malevolent intentions? No one knew. Oversight would later change the website to say, "Why is the man more important than the work?" And he would also change the text on the front, which would now read, "After August 21st. Denovis and Surgical Strike went back home, but Madpill, November, and Feminine decided that they were going to finish what they started, so they went to the new location at around 4 a.m. Unfortunately, after wandering around for 2 hours trying to follow the clues, they found nothing. But it was clear that the clue wasn't ready yet, since Project905.com was changed to say, "After August 21st, implying that the package could not be found until after that date. Members on 4chan speculated that Oversight wished to wait until after that date because of the incoming hurricane that was going to pass through the area. Some time would pass, and on Friday, August 22nd, a new team of people would go out to find package number 3. The team consisted of Zayn Azil, Habit, a tree stump, Chicago Anon, and Slam Pig. The following is a post from Chicago Anon describing what happened.
We took 2 cars, a Jeep, and a Toyota. As we headed down Bass Road, we took the first right turn, then the second right turn, but we couldn't find the flag. Instead, we traveled down the road and came upon Oversight. This is where he was hiding to take pictures of us, etc. We looked at him, and he looked at us. Pictures of him were taken. A tree stump got out of the Jeep Liberty in front and stood there motionless. Oversight said, "You've gone too far. Get back in your car." It was at this point he started smoking a cigarette and sped off. We did not attempt to follow him, but we noticed he had removed his license plates. At this point, we were where we thought the third package would be, so we began looking for a flag. This, of course, was not the correct area, so over an hour of our time was wasted. After dicking around and getting eaten up by bugs, we decided to leave and re-enter the area to retrace our steps and see if there was anything around. We pulled over at the location in picture 1 and found the flag. Behind it was the USB flash drive. We ran to the back of my car and viewed the contents of the drive.
The flash drive contained a song on it, 905 by The Who. Unfortunately, due to copyright, I can't play the song, but it wouldn't be long until anonymous users would find an inconsistency on the disc. At 152 in the song, there is a splice, which is a recording from the black box of Flight 592, where they could hear the horroring last moments before the plane crashed in 1996. Users figured out that if you went to a specific part of the website and typed 592 into a text box, it revealed a set of coordinates along with the date and time. Users knew that it had to be the mysterious package number 4, so they got to work. After looking up the coordinates, users found that it would lead them to another destination in Florida. This time, it would be at Picayune State Park, near some sort of bridge and water. As users began to prepare to obtain the next package, the unthinkable would happen. Oversight would come forward and announce that the project was now over. He would set up a meeting for only one to attend. For some reason, he chose to meet with It's a Tree Stump, who helped him find package number 3. Oversight messaged him the time and location. However, It's a Tree Stump locked himself out of his car and never made it to meet with Oversight. It is unknown whether this is true, or if It's a Tree Stump decided it would be a bad idea to meet with Oversight one-on-one, but one thing was for sure, Oversight was upset. Oversight decided to message the community directly. This is what he said.
My name is Oversight, and I made a mistake. Before I tell you what Project 905 was, I will tell you what it wasn't. It wasn't an elaborate troll, a psychopathic attempt to kill participants, nor was it a quest to find a bag of shit. 905 was a test of my mind, a test of my ability to plan, improvise, and execute, a test of my sanity. And I failed that test. I had convinced myself my subjects were flawless. I didn't anticipate their mistake. So I was caught out of my element, and I made a mistake in game where mistakes are unacceptable. The project is over. I've met with the other members. We have agreed to donate money to a defense contractor, hopefully used to manufacture bombs. You will never find me. It's over.
And just like that, Oversight would disappear just as mysteriously as he came to light. He stopped posting, and his true identity was never revealed to the public. Although Oversight had a chance to explain himself, and he did in a way, the true intentions and plan of Project 905 may never fully be revealed. Project 905, or the Basin Hills project, still remains an obscure small piece of internet lore, at least for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.